Okay, we're going to put together an M series supercharger snout. This one's from an M90. It's on a GM 3800. So you can use a socket as a stand as you're building it. And I have something a little heavier. Just keeps it from falling over. So we'll put the inner bearing on. I got a shaft. Shaft is cleaned, prepped. I like to Scotch-Brite the shiny off. Not real aggressive, just take the gloss off. Okay, so there's the inner bearing. Most of the M90s have a spring. The spring keeps the drive hub pushed towards the rotor pack. We'll set the housing cleaned and ready to go. You can see it's spring loaded. Put the inner bearing. So the first thing I'm going to do is push this inner race. So I have a socket that just barely fits over the shaft. Okay, so now the inner race is seated against the shaft, or the ridge, or on the shaft. So now I want to shift this whole shaft down. You saw how it moved before. Actually, I don't even need to use the press. So that is seated down. So this is a Eaton double lip Teflon, and they make a special seal tool so that you can start it and you're flaring it. So it's flared that way. So when you transfer it, got a nice transfer. And now we're going to push it in. Now I have a big socket that is just smaller than the bore in the housing. And I'm going to use the press, but you don't really need to use the press. I can turn my pressure down. So there, it's pressed in. The seal retainer, push that in there, and you can use a screwdriver or a punch. I'm just gonna make sure it's seated all the way down. So, ready to go. It spins. I'm gonna put my stand back up here because we're gonna press the pulley on. So I'm just lining it up. Again, you can use a pulley. You want to make sure you support the drive hub there, because otherwise you push the shaft out. I have a flat plate. I'm going to push it on flush and then stop. Flush. Now this one is a non-vented shaft, so it just gets a plug in the end, and then drain plug. Drain plugs on most Eatons are 3/16, even the new stuff where everything else is metric. So just thread it in. So that's ready to go. And then we have the Eaton, this is Moly Guard. It's a glass reinforced with moly plastic. It's pretty good stuff. So that is ready to install.